Ho 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 ho, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, fellow zombies, lovers. Welcome back. It is 2 a.m., the wee hours of the night, and I decided there's no better time to continue our Black Ops 6 Zombies coverage than now. So we have hopefully a short one for today. Now, I can probably easily make this a 20-minute long reaction with my oh so lovely commentary that everyone enjoys, but I'm gonna hopefully not do that. So we're gonna go over something small here. I don't know why they're doing this over time. I don't know why they're doing it piecemeal, but it extends the hype so I can kind of understand it as always from a business perspective. But we are here to react to Black Ops 6 Zombies gameplay intel drop, and I thought I might as well record this one because it is regarding gameplay. And that's the main thing that I've kind of talked about, that I've kind of, I don't want to say shit on, that I'm apprehensive about, because I always say it's a middle ground, or it's a hard middle ground rather. One side wants one thing, one side wants the other, and it's really hard to please both because they're opposing. And what sides am I really talking about? I'm talking about the old heads like me who want old school zombies, but at the same time, I would also put myself in the other class a little bit, where it's the new people, or pretty much the old people who are sick of it, that want something new. And this is the hard part of, what do people really like about zombies? Is zombies liked because it's round based, because it has cool wonder weapons, cool perks, or because you do essentially the same thing over and over again and try and beat other people? And I remember for me on Black Ops 1, where I started my zombies journey, that was basically one of the main things that I liked and I wanted to do. It was get to the highest round possible. Now, back then, in the wee ages of the internet, before everyone was on Instagram, X, and Meta, or back then it used to be called Twitter and Facebook, excuse me, that was not there back then. Yeah, but back then, people were, I would like to say, a lot more close knit. Now things are a lot more widespread, but also not as interpersonal. And now you obviously see like who has the highest round. Now it's gone very mainstream, and you have people like the relaxing end literally getting high rounds on every fucking map, blowing everyone else out the water. Now, with Black Ops 6, that's probably going to be easier than ever because of the save and quit function, where you can just go back to it later on whenever you want and actually not sweat over it, which is a great thing, by the way, overall. Has its negatives, but is overall pretty good. But this is where, the biggest reason why I like zombies back in the day is because I was getting better, it was decently hard, and I had a community and friendship with it, with slight competition, obviously. Now I think the competition might still be there, but it's way, way harder, and it's a lot more annoying. Now, in a lot of ways, it's better, and I've talked about this with the alternate ammo types and how the higher rounds aren't as much of a slog, although that was some of their charm back in the day. But essentially, it's this battle of, okay, zombies has been out for a while. Again, when it's novel, when it's new, it's one thing. It's new, you kind of overlook a lot of things, or a lot of things don't matter yet because it's a new experience. But once this game has been out for the better part of, what is it, over 10 years now? Because I've been in middle school since God knows how long ago, because I'm an old man now. I'm 26. And I was in middle school when I was like 10. So it's definitely been over 10 years. But when something's out for that long, you kind of can't leave it the same unless it's really, really fucking good. Something like probably CS:GO, which is now CS2, I think. But yeah, there's a lot of examples of things basically needing to change or dying. And even if they change, they still die. Zombies is not one of them, but Zombies is going through, I don't want to say radical changes, but enough changes to where, again, there's two parties. There's the old heads who want to go more to a traditional sense, and then there's the new heads who just want a lot more different shit. What shit? I don't even think they know, but who knows at the end of the day. But this is where I think for this Black Ops 6 Zombies, I think they were very conservative. Now again, that's probably pleasing one crowd, not the other, but you can't please them all, and that's the issue. For me, I'm kind of just burnt out. I'm kind of, I've had my fun, and this is kind of how it is for a lot of games. Maybe it's because I'm a 26-year-old old man at this point. Not much stuff, tickles my fancy anymore. But I'm never against trying it, or at least hoping to be interested in it. But so far from what Black Ops 6 has shown and what I've seen, it's been kind of like, again, it really just looks like Cold War updated. Hopefully better, but I think things are way too conservative and just way too the same. If you've played zombies, you've played zombies. I still have a special place in it in my heart, but especially with the rising cost of games in my personal finance situation, I don't know if I could afford to shell out $70 for just the zombies for just two maps. Now, again, this is one of the biggest maps there is, but I hope it's not like a Genshin Sumeru situation, for those of you who don't know. They added in a gigantic desert, but there was almost nothing in the desert. And it was the biggest zone Genshin Impact ever added, but there was really not much there. It was just a lot of empty space. I don't think that's going to be the case with, what is this called? Terminus? But again, you never know, and I don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But we'll see this gameplay video, we'll see what they have to say, and we'll see if it changes my opinion at all from what I've formed already. Let's take a look, shall we?
It feels like there's nothing else on the market that can scratch the itch that Black Ops 6 Zombies gives.
Not
It's
true.
just so fun.
Well, we wouldn't know because Black Ops 6 is not yet, but that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of other zombies. I don't even want to say copycats, but the biggest, best solution to zombies, which I think is a big reason why it has stayed alive, especially with the hardcore community, is the fact that there's modded zombies. Black Ops 3 modded zombies, these zombies, like, mod creators are as passionate, if not sometimes more passionate, than the developers themselves. And from what I know, most of the time, they're not making money off this shit. This is literally a labor of love, because that's what zombies has spawned. A loving community. But what she's saying is already untrue, so I'm tempted to not believe her.
Fun to play through that gameplay loop over and over again.
That's the biggest thing, the gameplay.
One
loop.
of the newest skills
Intel
we
drops.
have.
Wait, did I read this wrong? Oh, it says game. Wait. When they said Intel drop, I hope that means they're talking about gameplay, but let's see. I hope they're not talking about, like, how you get lore in the story.
It's called augments, and it's the new way for us to upgrade perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades.
We'll give you 3 major augments and 3 minor augments for you to choose from. So a major augment will be more drastic. So there's a major augment that will turn into 3 orbs.
That's literally from oh my god, what was it called? I was about to say Call of the Dead. This is literally from God, what's the arcade version? Dead Ops. This is from Dead Ops Arcade.
That will essentially carousel around you and protect you. A minor augment might be stat changes like this napalm burst will now deal slightly more damage. One of our
That sounds pretty boring.
brand new perks, Melee Macchiato, gives you a devastating punch melee. It has a major augment that will improve the melee attack speed for all of your melee weapons.
I know perks have been in every game, but the augments really do give a new breadth to perks and using them, adding.
So I'm a little confused. I don't know if I missed it at the beginning or if I'm just stupid. Also, is that Deadshot? There's no way that's Deadshot. But do you only get 3 of these and then a couple of minors, or do you have primary ones that you can choose for each and every thing? Like each and every perk has a primary and a secondary. I'm a little confused how this works.
That customizability to using perks, making you.
Oh my god. This is an electric tray. Fuck, which one is this? This was literally added in Cold War. Fuck, I forgot what this was called.
Feel individual to the one who's using it.
I like
the
it,
no
though.
perk really feels the same.
Oh yeah, and there's the old school flopper. It almost looks like a Cuphead animation. Wow.
Between 2 players.
Kind of like old school Mickey Mouse.
Augments are a game changer.
Flopper never had that, by the way. They never had the animated screen.
They allow you so much control over the way you want to play and experience the game.
Really, it's all
Now
about control.
we have replaced the armor upgrades in the arsenal with ammo mods. So when you go to the arsenal,
Okay, so this is what you used to get from Pack-a-Punching.
you can apply an ammo mod to your weapon and upgrade its rate.
So these are the things that I said make high rounds not as annoying, not as, like, painful. They're coming back. It looks like they're taking it away from the Pack-a-Punch, but they're adding it in, I guess, to the fucking armor station.
We are bringing bubblegums back and really just looked at how we could refine it and improve it for Black Ops 6.
So I think, again, they're taking almost everything from, like, old zombies, a lot of stuff from Cold War, but not everything, because Cold War didn't have the gobblegum machine. So that's the one thing they're actually taking and bringing back as well.
Yeah, we'll be able to pick 5 gobblegums and menus and put those into a pack that you then use inside the match. And in the match,
so
you just
same as
find
it
a
was in
gumball
3.
machine, you go up to it, and then it'll give you one of those gobblegums.
And you can choose when you want to activate them.
Thank God. I mean, it was pretty much the same way in 3 as well, but pretty good.
You can activate multiple at once.
Huh? What? Hold up, what?
They can range from small changes in gameplay to drastic changes.
That almost looks like a combination of the Wonder Waff and the baby gun from Shangri-La.
And upgrades that can really benefit a player.
They can give you all the perks at once.
Yeah, and this is probably how they're going to monetize it, aside from offering operators. And that's the main thing. They showed before that, we can get operators. We can play as the main crew, but we can also play as operators. But you're incentivized to play as the main crew to get quote unquote interactions. I feel like 90% of people who play zombies don't know about this slash don't even care. They're just gonna go and play it and then play it very casually. Now, hopefully, that's enough to hook them in. Excuse me, because that's what zombies was originally. It was an add-on mode. It wasn't anything that a lot of the people bought Call of Duty for. They didn't even know about it. Literally, when I played Black Ops 1, I beat the campaign and was thrust into zombies, and I was like, oh my god, holy shit, what is this? What happened? I didn't even know there was a zombies game mode, really, because I was young and stupid and couldn't read. But this is kind of like, I'm hoping they cast a wide net. Most people don't really care, they'll just swim through the net, but hopefully the net will catch some, and we'll have new blood in the zombies community.
Or even allow you to fire a weapon without using up any ammunition. They can be really powerful when used in a timely manner.
Yeah, bringing
Weapon
it back
builds
from
are
3,
great.
pretty
They
much.
allow players to save a build, which includes attachments and blueprints on a weapon. Players to then set that as a zombie build. That means when you're playing a match and you access a weapon via wall buy or the mystery box, you'll get that zombie build in the game.
It's at its core a
Oh.
mode that we love, and we just want to continue to push it in new directions to keep it fresh and exciting.
See, they say that keep it fresh and exciting and push in new directions, but even though it's good to bring back stuff, I feel like there's nothing too new here. Again, aside from like outside game stuff like the save and quit, like all the HUD options they're adding in, all these new things don't directly affect the gameplay. They're more quality of life slash menu features. They're not in-game features. Like they don't actually change like the guns, or they're not actual content. They're secondary. So I don't really know what they're really pushing here. Aside from the map being fully explorable and obviously the little things here and there, I feel like they're not doing too much here. But again, if you compare Black Ops 1 to 2, it was probably even less than this. But again, it was still new at that point. I would say it's the third iteration of zombies. And the biggest change was going on the bus in transit, which came out way before its time and was widely hated. Almost saddeningly, it was very tragic what happened in transit, but it was ahead of its time, and I still liked it.
But
like
at the
most
same time,
things.
making sure it's delivering on all the big elements that are core to the DNA of the mode. So we're creating new experiences within that.
New, but really how new? Now, hopefully this is the last reaction I have to do, because the next one is on August 28th, which is a little bit away. But that's only gameplay. I don't know if they'll reveal any other information, because I don't even know when the fuck this COD comes out, but it should be soon. Now let me see. Does it say when down here? No, it doesn't. But yeah, no. Either I'm just really not into zombies anymore. I'm kind of not young. I'm kind of jaded, or maybe I expect more. Maybe I have unrealistic expectations. I really don't know where I'm sitting on this, because do I think this will be fun? Yes. If you like zombies, will this probably be good? Hopefully, but it's looking like a yes. But the issue is, for me, for what I expect, for what I want, I don't really know what side of the camp I'm fully on. Do I want them to go to old school? Do I want them to stay in new school? I don't know. And by new school, I mean obviously include more drastic out of this world changes. I really don't know, because it really just feels like a hodgepodge and a mix together of just most of the things from older games with not that much new stuff. Not to say that's bad, but I don't know if that's what I personally want. See, it said, I really feel like zombies, I don't want to say died off, but I kind of closed the book on zombies once the premise chapter was done. Cold War was kind of like my, I don't want to say final hurrah, but it was probably really the last time I was really excited and into zombies. And I don't want to say it let me down, because Cold War had great bones. It had a great skeleton. They just didn't utilize it good. And I really felt like that, especially since I barely played the last DLC. I played every single map there. I played every zombies thing, which I believe they were free, but I honestly don't remember. I think they were free, though. Hopefully the DLC in this game is free, too, if I even end up getting it. And it's costing $70 fucking dollars. But, I don't know. It's really weird. It's really weird. I think it'll be okay, but it really depends what you like. This is really like the make or break for zombies, I think. Again, at least for me. I don't know for anyone else, but I haven't really heard what the community is saying. I can imagine they probably like this shit, but that's because I really think they're playing it safe. I don't think there's anything they're risking their limbs for. I don't think there's anything that could really blow up in their face here, aside from just being a little boring or just not too memorable, because they're not really doing anything extraordinary or groundbreaking. Which again, they don't need to, but they're just playing it safe. Either way, that's going to be my reaction. It really doesn't change my mind. It just makes me more confused about my own feelings, but I hope everyone enjoyed. And I swear to God I wasn't going to make this like a 20-minute video, and we're at the 15-minute mark, so I failed again. But either way, it is what it is. Hopefully everyone enjoyed my perspective, my reaction. And if you want to see more of me, go watch me at twitch.tv/Tecnics channel. And please tell me what you think about zombies. I would really like to know what the community thinks about this whole new thing. But let me know.